Hello, hello, hello. I'm Ari. I'm the Thrifty Picker. I'm back from my day's excursion, um, thrift shopping, and other things. Let me go over here and check see if the chat is on. Let me see here. Oh, one second while I turn that on. There we go. Well, not quite. I gotta make sure it's up and going. I went today with my sister thrift shopping, and we hit our favorite thrift shop, and of course, they had, it was the first Monday of the month, I do believe. Yeah, first Monday of the month, so they usually have some really, really good deals. And of course, I hit the clearance rack for all my clothing items, and then they had their 50% off sales going on. Plus, I had $5 coupons. My sister had a $5 coupon. I bought a total of 73 items, and with all the discounts and all that, I think I paid $45 and some change for all of it. So it averaged out to be about 58 cents per item. So, and I'm excited about that. So I'm just going to get the show on the road. I hope you have your snacks too. Like I said, I have a majority of what I bought today is clothing. There was just a great batch of clothing on there. Some great designs and stuff like that. I don't always buy name brand because sometimes I can get a really good design, a brand I've never heard of, and somebody will want it. So a lot of times I go with my gut, but for the most part, I buy name brand stuff. But today there was just some really nice items on the rack. One of the first things I got, and because I'm in Ohio, and this caught my eye, was a Brutus the Buckeye Dreamlights pillow pet. Hey Valerie, how you doing? And it does work, which I don't have the batteries in. I just took them out. So if I sound a little nasally, it's because we've been staining our we bought some new cabinets, and the stain is like wreaking havoc on my sinuses. So, but yeah, there he is. That's Bruce the Buckeye OSU pillow pet. Hard not to keep this, but I'm going to sell it. And I'll probably get about $10 shipping out of that, give or take. It's hard. I didn't find any used ones on there. The new ones were going, I think, for 15 or 16 or something like that. So, hello, how are you? Thanks for coming in and watching me babble on about my goodies. Oh, and something else, I always pick these up. I always grab anything to do with a Bop It. These, and especially this crazy one here. I sell these all day long. The most I've got for one was like $30. This one here, I've sold one similar to it, but it was white. This is the clear plastic. Not sure. I think I probably get about $20, $25 for this. But like I said, I average 58 cents on everything. So any profit I get off that, it's going to be awesome. And it does work. It's a little annoying to play as I was playing with it in the store. My sister's like, "Would you stop it?" And this, which I haven't priced this yet, but it is the electronic Scrabble new in the pack. I know if I did Amazon, this would be a really good piece, but I haven't sold one of these yet, so I'm not really sure what they go for yet. But it's the electronics travel Scrabble Express. Say that 3 times fast. Travel Scrabble. I can't. I'm gonna look that up real quick. I'm curious. Anytime I find electronic games, I pick them up because I do sell them. I sell them like crazy. But I hadn't seen this one. But I just know that, even if I only get $15, I pick with joy. How you doing? I know people. Did you see where people were posting that they're having issues with eBay? I'm not having any problems. I don't know. Maybe I took a nap because we had a long night. My daughter was here till midnight dyeing her hair purple. I was just saying that. I got mine. I mean, I'm over here on mine, and it's working pretty good. And normally mine's the one that's a pain in the ass because of my internet. But yeah, I'm getting ready to look up what this. I'll tell you in a second if it's going to cooperate or not. Electronic handheld. Travel Express. Let's see what we got here. No, mine come up pretty good. I mean, it's not fast or nothing like that, but it is working. My eBay's working okay. Oh, wow. Well, let me see what they got it for here. New auction. Let me see what it actually sold for. Their completed listings are like $90, $45, $40. Again, I paid $58 for this. All right, let's see. We're looking at $50. The highest one sold for $49.99. New in pack, $49.99 for this one. I'm looking to see if there's $49.95. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Not too bad. One sold for $49.95. I'll probably put mine on for $39.95, give or take. So that's the electronic handheld Scrabble Express. 4 games, 9 levels. So yeah, that'll be a good eBay. Yeah, it could be a glitch with the server. Who knows? eBay's so wonky here lately. You never know what's going on. I shipped stuff when I got home this afternoon. I got home about, I don't know, I guess 1 o'clock. So, and I got on your show for a little while. And then I need to go take photos and stuff like that but anyway, right after I went and left your show, I packed up the items that I wanted to add to today's shipment. And that was probably around, I don't know, 2 o'clock, give or take, that I started doing that. And I'm just now getting notifications from PayPal that I paid X amount, for my shipping labels. It's like, okay, I did that about 3 hours ago. And I'm just now getting a notification. Weird. And I just got notified. I sold a pair of shoes today while I was at lunch for $25, and I'm just now getting told, and they paid then. Same goes with the shirt. They paid then. I'm just now getting notification that I received $25 and $18. I'm like, okay, that was 3 or 4 hours ago. So there's something going on. Definitely. But anyway, those are the miscellaneous items I got, so to speak. I keep everything separated in different totes. Okay. And because I do sell coffee mugs, I had to go check out the coffee mug. I always do. And this is one I picked up. Texas. There's a nice one. Nice. It's got the Texas Longhorns all around it. I haven't looked this up, but it'll probably go for like $15, give or take. So I got that. And I usually do pretty good with, sorry, I had my head down in the box. I usually do pretty good with California Pantry, and I found, oh, this one's got a little nick on it. this neat design. I can't remember what they call that design. I'm sure I've got it somewhere on a little cheat sheet because it just has a design like that on fabric too. But I got 2 of those from California Pantry, and the color isn't, you can't really tell it in here, but it's like a teal green and gray. This one's got a little scratch on it. I'm just gonna make sure I disclose that. Huh. So the California Pantry seems to be okay. And y'all can't see it, but the reason why I was up, my daughter was doing her hair, and then she did a peekaboo streak on my hair, but you can't really see it. It's purple. The lighting in here sucks. So, but I ordered some more. It's called Manic Panic Purple Haze. So I'm going to have some purple streaks in my hair, probably damask. Yeah, I think that might be the pattern for that, Valerie. I think it is. But yeah, next week I'll have some purple streaks through my hair. Thanks to my daughter. And then we have this one here I got. This is Branson, Missouri. Little Nashville. So, nice little mug. No. Shut mouth. And then this is a Wells Fargo. Nice little mug there with the stagecoach on it. Yep, Wells Fargo 2016, so that's only a couple years old, which I'm sure they give a lot of those out. And then we have the Irish Dispatcha. Only just a wee bit of Irish in me I do have. That's true, though. I do have Irish. I have never been to Branson. I have been wanting to go to Branson, and it's on my bucket list. I just have not had the chance to go. I hear so much good stuff about Branson, Missouri, and all that. Then we have a Burton brand. It's a boy. Coffee mug. So that'll do really well on my little coffee mugs. Let's see, and the Irish one is Orca Castings, or Orca Coast. Hold on, let me get my third eye out here so I can see what it says. Coatings. All right, those are the mugs I picked up today. Let me put them back in their designated tote. This was Teresa's idea. She helped me get my office organized, believe it or not. And of course, she had an ulterior motive so we could organize her office as well. Cool. I do want to go to Branson one day. I've been in Gatlinburg, and I also been to Nashville. I've never been to Nashville. I've been on, Gatlinburg and stuff, but I've never taken an extra trip down to Nashville. And you think, being a musician, that'd be one of the first places I'd want to see, but I haven't got to see it yet. So, all right, let me get some space here real quick for my mound of clothing that I have. Start going through those, which I haven't taken any of the tags off of it. My sister helped me pick a lot of this out. She was hollering, "Does this sell?" I'm like, "Shh, you don't have to tell everybody in the world what we're up to." I don't know about you, but it really don't bother me, but everybody in the town of Mason doesn't need to know I'm at the thrift shop buying inventory. Okay, this is just a Coldwater Creek. Just a plain little, it's got a weird collar. I can't get it to stay the way I want it, so I can pull it up. Just a little sweater, cover up. Just a plain navy blue. It's got the ribbed down here. And I don't know if that's a pull. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be that way. Yeah, just a nice little sweater, just throw over. No buttons or nothing like that. Okay. Nothing special, but I thought, hey, why not? And let's see, this is a. Let me get this buttoned up real quick. I usually have to take some of the buttons off because before I go to the checkout, I always stop in one of the aisles and I'll sit there and take all the hangers off, especially when I have a large, because I had a cart full today. Yeah, y'all probably be seeing me in the hat, at least today and tomorrow, because Teresa, Lacey, my daughter, she said, she says, you can't wash your hair for 2 days. I was like, huh, I can't wash my hair for 2 days. I can't stand that. So I said, it's just a peekaboo strip. Now her whole head's purple, but it's a pretty purple. It's not Joker purple or nothing like that. Thank God. And believe it or not, she only got 2 little specks of purple on my counter, and my counters are white. So that's gonna be fun. I gotta get some bleach out and get it off there. But this is a Jones New York Sport imported Egypt cotton, just a bright yellow button-up little light sweater, cardigan type thing. So I picked that up. Cute little sweater. Grab that. So I've been doing okay with Jones New York. And this one is a Liz Claiborne, and I got it because of the pattern. It's just like a red paisley, and then it's got the roll cuff sleeve or flip cuff. Lordy days, with the stripe pattern on the cuff. That'll be nice. Look nice on the mannequin. See, there's just a nice looking blouse. And there they go. I imagine it's because somebody's either here. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like I run a dog kennel, don't I? Sounds like my daughter. Hold on a second. Never fails. That was my sister. She's dropping off some hold on a minute. Tanner's still barking. She left, and he's still barking. Just when I think he's done barking. Anyway, really. Dogs. They're crazy. Anyway, that was my sister. She was dropping off some stuff for the quarter auction, some hats that she made. This that I got is Ann Taylor Loft, I think. Yeah, Ann Taylor Loft. Just a nice little sweater print. Looks like it's got a, yeah, it's a little button up, little cardigan. Little cardigan, kind of a sheer. You can kind of see through it. Nice little print on that. And then this, I really like this. And so this is a medium. And it sucks because I like it. If it was my size, I would keep it. This is a Jones of New York collection. Just a V-neck sweater. It's really pretty color, amber color, auburn color, or burnt sienna as their Crayola box cut calls it, which is another good idea. If you got one of those great big boxes of Crayola crayons, that's perfect to help match colors. Because sometimes you get that one color and you're not sure. Generally, if you don't have a color wheel, grab a box of Crayola crayons, the real Crayola crayons, because it has all those different colors. This one here, I grabbed it because it was cute. I wish it would fit my daughter because she loves Harley Quinn. It says, "I'm not saying I'm Harley Quinn. I'm just saying that I've head over heels for my pudding." That pudding. Isn't that cute? It's a medium, it's a little t-shirt. And this is another Jones, New York. Zippers in the back, just a sweater. It's actually green. You can't really tell in this video or on the screen there, but tis green, tis green. Nice little sweater. And scrub tops. There was scrub tops. I bet I got 6 or 8 scrub tops. And these are nice. And I will pick those up all the time because every time I put them on, I sell them. These are the Landau. It's got the scrub, or the kind of an elastic neck. Scrub top. Looks like it's got little chain links on it. It's got the little stretch waist right here across the bottom. Of course, Teresa gets first dibs at them. It's got the elastics right here in the little sleeves. She gets first dibs on whatever her scrub tops home. Then we have an Alfred Dunner, which I've been doing pretty good with Alfred Dunner. Everything I've put on there so far that my sister gave me, my other sister, has sold. And this has got like a textured fabric, which I'm not really sure what they call that. And it's got like little, you see that little ribbon? Looks like little SOS hashtags going the other way. The 3 little dots. But it's a nice pattern. I liked it. But yeah, so it's a raised, can't remember what they call that pattern. It's a size 12 Alfred Dunner. My sister Pammy sees that. That was Kimmy. That was just here. My sister Pammy sees it. She's going to want it. This is a Medwear. It's another. It's got ornaments and stuff on it, but I still grab them, especially if they're in good condition. And then the neck's not, you got to watch for fraying of the here and here. Oh my God. Why do I bother? Hold on. He hears a loud car. My dog has issues with vehicles. It doesn't matter where or what it is. If he hears a car, he has to run up and down there he goes, barking. And the louder it is, the louder he barks. He's horrible. Lord help them if they have a bad muffler on their car. I should say, Lord help us. And we have the drum set up in one of our other rooms out here. It's a sunken room as you come in the front door. And when he barks, his bark resonates off that bass drum and it goes through my ears, and it feels like somebody taking a screwdriver just. Here's another scrub top. Sorry about the dogs barking. It happens. That's what happens when you have dogs. It can't be helped. And then it doesn't help to yell at them, really, because then they think, oh, mom's barking too. Yay, you know. She's getting in on the fun. So that just makes them bark louder. But it's out of habit to help tell them shut. They don't listen anyway. But yeah, there's another Medware. It's got Christmas trees and presents on it. Like I said, I still pick them up. I still list them up here because they still sell. If you're anything like Teresa, or if they're anything like Teresa, they'll wear whatever it is. Yeah. His bark just hurt. Something about the tone of his bark, and I have sensitive ears anyway. And the other two dogs don't bark me, and they have the higher yip. But something about his, it hurts my ears, and I don't know what it is. And here's another, looks like it says Babco Juniors, another screw up top. This little abstract print, pinks and greens and browns. Sometimes I try to ignore him, but it seems like it could be quiet all day and they don't bark. But when I come in here to do a video or get on the show or whatever with y'all, that's when they decide to bark. Never fails. This is a CJ Banks 3X. This is a pretty sweater. It's oh, my sister told me what that pattern was, what that knit pattern was, and I cannot remember. It's not quite eyelet. Can you see that? It's got like a little, oh. But anyway, it's got like a little sparkly little, it's just there's no buttons or anything. It's just another throw on. It's got the long, my arms aren't long enough. Got these, kind of hangs down. It's pretty. And grab this one, of course, because breast cancer awareness. It's another scrub top. And like I said, this is a SB Scrubs. This is an extra small, you know. And I actually, these little symbols right here, the grays and the blacks, I have that same design for the paracord bracelets that I make. And I put charms on them. So I might make a bracelet to go with this to sell it, and then give the proceeds, because anytime we sell a charm bracelet, breast cancer awareness charm bracelet, I send the money to a local, which you've probably all heard of it, even where you guys are all at, Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. So I might make a bracelet, a couple bracelets to go with that. So there they go. Somebody else is here. Let's just put a revolving door on Laurie's house. It's probably my daughter now. See what I mean? I mean, I've been sitting out there. I went out there and sat down for a while. And, of course, I fell asleep because, like I said, I had a long night, rough night. And they never made a peep. Nobody bothered me. Nobody called. But the minute I come in here and do this. This is cute, too. This is another scrub, kind of a scrub jacket. It's a snap front, but it's Dr. Seuss. Oh, the places you will go. It's got a little bit of a stain back here. It looks like it might be coffee or something. Where'd it go? I just seen it. It just disappeared. Well, thank you, Dr. Seuss, for cleaning that shirt for me. It's just a little stain on it. But I've gotten really good with getting stains out of stuff. I use that. It's a bar. It's called Fells Nathia, whatever it is. Looks like it's a stain removing bar. And then that OxyClean. I make a little paste with the two of those, and stains just tend to disappear. Where did that go? I mean, it literally just, maybe it was the way the light was hitting it. I don't know. It looked like a stain to me. But yeah, I've gotten good at getting stains out. This is a Tommy Hilfiger zip up little cardigan with the cable knit pattern. Nice little sweater. And I'll pick up sweaters too. I don't care if it's going in spring because it's gonna be cold somewhere. Well, look at it. This, my sister come across this, and it's an American Girl brand. Just a nice Aztec design, or yeah, I guess you would call that Aztec, just abstract, really, design sweater. But I didn't even know American Girl had clothing line. Shows you how much I know about American Girl. I mean, I found a doll in a storage unit once, sold it for $85, but that's about as much as I know of American Girl. I knew they had clothing, and the little girls, you can get the same clothing, but I didn't know they come in adult sizes too, so I learned something new today. And this was a Fubu Rayon Hawaiian shirt, which I haven't heard the Fubu name in a while, but it's a really cool design. And it says it's a large, but it looks really big for a large. I mean, it looks like a big man's large, like a big and tall large. Because I mean, it's huge. It looks like it would fit me. I wear an extra large. Okay. And then I picked this up because I had to. This is Lots 29 Lux. This is a 3X, and it is a Daffy Duck. Can you see him on there? I'll pick that up. It's a heavy shirt, and it says Lot 29. Never heard of the brand, but I like the picture, so Daffy Duck. And then we got, like I said, I got a lot of clothes today, which I needed to because I was all caught up on my clothing. Here's another Jones, New York cardigan, like a rose floral pattern, kind of sort of reminds me of just a little button-up sweater. That. And then we have the Disney Store, Donald, Mickey, and Goofy T-shirt. That. Pick that up. And we have another cable knit sweater. This is just an eyes on. I mean, probably won't get a ton of it for it, but I do okay. It's a little V-neck cable knit sweater. And this was really interesting. This has got the Aztec print. This is a No Boundaries, which I know it's a common name. It's got a nice design on it. Great bright orange color. It does have a couple of pillings over here, but I can fix that. If I can't, then I know my sister Kimmy can, but I can usually fix it with a bobby pin and pull it through and fix it. A couple little snags, but that can be fixed. You can see them on the back, I think. Maybe not. Lighting's not good enough to see them. see them, but they can be fixed. And that's what's good about having Kimmy. Kimmy, she does all the crocheting and stuff like that, and she fixes the buttons because I cannot sew. I get the button here. When I was in reserves, I'd be like, Mom, you're going to have to help me put these patches on these shirts. Mine always look crooked, or it looked like a 6-year-old sewed it. So I can build anything when it comes to wood and stuff like that. But when it comes to sewing, I can cook. I can even bake, but I cannot sew. I've tried. Sewing machines and I just do not get along at all. But I can say I did manage to finish a quilt because I wanted to be able to make a quilt and say I made a quilt. You don't know how many times me and that bobbin went rounds on that sewing machine. It took a lot longer than most, but I managed. It took me like 2 months, but I got a quilt done. I made it myself. That's like got fabrics that I liked, like Scooby-Doo and anything to do with ghosts and the Bengals and all that good stuff. So I have my own little quilt that I made myself. There's another New York company. This is a stretch top. Just a nice little butterfly print. Dog and butterfly. In the springtime, they have them little yellow butterflies that like start flying around. And of course, my dog Tanner tries to eat them. So every time I see that, I start thinking of that song. Here is another WDNY, which I've never heard the brand, but it's a neat like pullover sweater. It's like a little sparkly evening sweater, evening top, whatever you want to call it. I would not wear it because some sequins would drive me crazy. They're itchy. It feels kind of itchy, but it's reflective. Wear it jogging. And then this had a really nice pattern. It's black and white, Christopher Banks button up. Got the large buttons on them. Sure. Blood pressure must be up a little bit. My face is red again. Well, if I learn how to button, either that or we went out for Chinese for lunch, and I probably shouldn't do that because I'm not really supposed to have salt because I do have a heart condition. But I love Chinese food, and I know I shouldn't eat it. Even though they say there's no MSG or whatever, I'm sure they have something else to take its place. But that's the only time I get to have seafood because Teresa's allergic to seafood, so I can't fix it here. So, or I do, but I have to use my own my own special pan that I have, and all that stuff. So it's just easier just to go get it from a restaurant. So, seafood or Chinese buffets, I don't get that very often because it's not on my diet. But here's that. This is Christopher Banks. Nice floral print, kind of a sheer fabric, long sleeve. Nice little top. Got embroidery and stuff in it, and it's just a nice little top. And that's a lot of times that's how I'll buy a lot of things. If it's got a nice design, I'm gonna pick it up because if it catches my eye, it might catch somebody else's. And this is a this is called E&B, which I've never heard the brand, but I like the print on the shirt, and it's just a Las Vegas bling bling shirt. Just a black little tee with some silver bling on it. So I thought that it's a nice looking shirt. Is my chat frozen? I don't know. Or is there has a tendency to do that? I'm actually still on. I was making sure my internet didn't kick me off again. Then we have another Coldwater Creek, which I just started picking this brand up, and it's ones my sister had given me. I sold 2 of them so far. This has just got like a mixed floral print with that little pleated front there on the collar, the neckline. Just a nice little sleeveless top. And this, my sister found. She's like, "Would you want this? It looks a little worn." And I said, "It's supposed to be that way. It's called Distressed." She's like, "Oh." I said, "Yeah, and it's Hard Rock Cafe. It's Hollywood." So there's that. Oh, okay. I think everyone's that's good. And then there's the back of it. Oh, good. She's like, "Oh, I thought it was tore up." I said, "No, it's called Distressed. And it's got the it looks like a rabbit phoenix on it." See that there? But yeah, it's got that distressed look. It's got the frayed pockets and all that. She's like, "Oh, okay." I said, "That's a nice find." She's like, "I don't know if you want this or not, but," I'm like, "Oh yeah, throw it in the cart." This is a In Bloom. Hold on, I gotta get the third eye out here. By, I guess this is John Gale. Never heard of it, but I like the design. I like the feel of it. It is polyester and spandex. It's just a really soft and smooth fabric. Just a floral print top. Just a nice little top. It's gonna look good, nice on the mannequin. I've got it backwards. You know what's funny? This pattern that's on this shirt is the exact pattern on the wallpaper that was in this house when my mom bought it. I'm not kidding. I recognize that pattern because I could see faces in it when I was a kid. I know that. I can't remember the name of it, but it's exactly the same as what's the old wallpaper that was in my bathroom. Same exact pattern. I know that pattern. Okay, this is Baby Fat. Baby Fat, Baby Fat, Baby Fat, Baby Fat. This is Baby Fat Jeans Company. This looks like it's one of those off the shoulder. Glory days, were they a swimmer? Baby Fat. Gold, what do they call that? Leme Jeans Company by, I can't pronounce that. It's a nice material though, nice and soft. And then I got this. Like I said, it's gonna take a while. I got a lot of clothes. Another New York company. This is just a button front, long sleeve button front with the silver inlay thread, kind of tapered waist a little bit. Just a nice little ladies button front. Pretty little colors. I believe this is a Nike. Or no, this is Made for Life. Never heard the brand, but I like it's a zip up hoodie. I like the look of it. Just a nice little green, pale green. We got pastel green. Zipper works. Got a nice metal zipper and not the heavy. It's got the heavy metal zipper and not the cheap plastic one. Nice, no stains, no rips, no tears. I mean, I did pretty good with the clearance section of our thrift shop. This is a Chico's. Don't remember the style name, but it's a nice looking lightweight kind of a jacket type blouse. It's a Size 2 pink, which is not my color. I'm not a huge fan of pink. Somebody else likes it though. My mom used to dress me in pink. Oh, I hate that color. I don't mind it supporting it for the breast cancer awareness, but as far as just everyday clothing, this is a West End. I've never heard the brand. Get it buttoned up here, but I like the design, and the buttons are. It looks like abalone shell buttons because it looks exactly like some of the material I use on some of my jewelry that I make. It's actually missing a button. Great. Let's see if I have an extra in here anywhere. Probably not. This is one my sister found, which I'm sure no extra button. And then knock a few dollars off of it because of that. But it's just a great design. It's kind of sheer. You can see through it somewhat. I mean, there's little patches of. I can see all that. You can see me through it. Just neat design. See, it's even got the roll up, button up sleeve. Yep. There might be an extra button on there somewhere. I'll have Kimmy look at it for me. She's my seamstress. And this thing changes colors. This looks like a paint job on a Mustang I seen the other day. This is Worthington, and it's sold by JCPenney. It's still got the tag on it. For normally it retails for $34.99. And can you see it changes? It's either green or it's blue or both, depending on how the light hits it. It's pretty neat. And it's a silk, and yeah, it's silk. That's a weird feeling silk. It changes colors. Pretty neat. But I seen a car almost identical to that paint job, or with a paint job identical to that, change colors. And I used to have a Dodge Intrepid that would do that. The paint would change colors when the light would hit it a certain way. This is a ruby red brand, and I've sold this brand in the past, and I hadn't seen it in a while. This is just a wild pattern, and it's got wording and stuff in it. It's got the metal beaded type neckline here. It's got some flat disc beads and the dome beads, the cabochons, so to speak. Just a nice pattern. And most of this stuff will get, anywhere between $15.99 to $18.99. I mean, it's nothing, no major home runs, I don't think today. Maybe on that Hard Rock Cafe, I'll get a little bit more for that because it's Hard Rock Cafe Hollywood. Here's another Chico's. This is another sheer top, button up. Just a crazy print. Just a nice. It's real lightweight. You can't see what it's made out of. I feel like polyester. I think I only found one Ralph Lauren, and it doesn't. Kimmy found it, and I picked it up because you can't pass it up, but it's not embroidered. Once I got it home and looked at it, the tag itself is not the embroidered tag. It's just printed on there. So I'm not sure if it's real or just alt. But it says size 10. And most generally, your Ralph Lauren's are just tacked, and you're able to kind of turn them and look underneath them, and it's usually embroidered. So I've not come across one that's not been embroidered. So I'm gonna have to look that up. It could be just because it's a women's brand. I don't know. And it's just got the kind of the gingham check blue and green. It's just a button front. Kind of looks like a flannel. But I'm definitely going to check that out. Because generally, all the other Ralph Lauren's I've gotten in the past few years, that blue tag is always embroidered. So that could be a knockoff. It could be something good. Here's another Alfred Dunner. This is a petite. It's a 14P. Just and it's got the pleated front, no buttons, just a like little jacket. It's a little floral print jacket. Here's the back where you see it better. Just a nice little pullover jacket. Lightweight. It is polyester. It's got the horizontal pleats and the lengthwise say that again. Lengthwise pleats. Here's another Alfred Dunner. My sister Pammy would really like these. She likes their Alfred Dunner. It's just another lightweight floral button up, about 3/4 sleeve. I've been doing pretty good with Alfred Dunner. I've been getting about $15 to $18 for him, depending on what it is. It's been so far. Another Alfred Dunner. I think these are all petites. I think they come from the same person. It's got a neat floral and paisley print. It's about a 3/4 sleeve, just another button at the front. It's all this isn't like embroidered. It's not a paint print. It's an embroidery print. It's really nice. And then I think we have a Nike brand zipper jacket. Kind of reminds me of a Columbia, the fleece type thermofit. I'm going to see if it's cotton, which I'm going to imagine it is. Let's see. Actually, it's polyester. Huh. I would have thought cotton. It's a nice little jacket. And it's got the little zipper in the back, which I think you can probably put your phone back there. You put your radio back there. I don't know. Why would you put a zipper in the back? That's your trunk? That's a trunk for your jacket. And this I had to pick up because it's another one of my favorite movies. And everybody's probably seen it. And everybody's probably, from my era, have worn their sweatshirts down off their shoulder at one time or another. Back when I was that age, I could do that. Couldn't do it now. I would look funny. But Flashdance. This is the Paramount Pictures. It's made by, I can't read that. Can't even read that. Record something. It looks like a roundabout. Yeah, I had to get that. Even if it only brings like $12, it's still worth picking up. And then I got a nice Tommy Bahama 3/4 zip pullover. Heavy. It's got the Tommy Bahama on the back here. And this is all cotton, large. This was in the women's section, but that's an awful big, large. I'm thinking it's a man. A man's just in the wrong section, so I don't know how to take all the measurements. So, and then we have another Alfred Dunner. Yep, another Alfred Dunner petite. Like I said, I think the same person donated all these. And it's got what they call the twofer, I believe, where you have like the faux shirt underneath and the sweater on the outside. It's got the nice bedazzling on it, the metal studs or rhinestones and all that good stuff. Glen Campbell's Rhinestone Campbell. This is a, never heard of this brand, but I like the design. Let me see what it says here. Looks like it says Elizabeth, New York. And it's just a crazy abstract print with a little bit of bling bling on it. So I personally wouldn't wear these things, but I know people like those crazy print stuff. And this I like, and I wish it was my size. This is GH Bass, and I love the color of this shirt. It's like a green. Oh, it actually is an extra large. That might fit me. I might have to keep that. I like the material. It's just a greens and dark greens. V-neck, long sleeve. I'm going to keep that for myself. Here is a westbound, wrinkle-free, long sleeve women's button front with the gold thread in it now. This is a multicolor striped shirt. And then we have another westbound. I like this pattern. I like the feel of this. Is this extra large? Some of these my sister picked out. Yeah, it's an extra large too. Nice pattern, kind of a. It reminds me of a sideways turned peacock feather or peacock tail. Some kind of gives you that feel. Oh, it's almost down to the bottom. See, I don't have to listen to me ramble. This is Caribbean Joe, which I haven't. Every now and then I picked up some of his, but this was a really neat design. And it's got the bling beaded collar. So just nice design. There's the back. I like this one. This is a another Coldwater Creek, and this is actually my other sister's color. She would love this, and it would fit her. But it's feels like it's a stretch material. It's acetate, polyester, and spandex. So it does have a little bit of stretch to it, but it's just a button-up, long sleeve, throw over sweater type. It's kind of a heavy material. Just a neat design. And this is Jesse and Jane, and Jess and Jane, never heard of the brand, but it's another neat print, and it's actually still got the tags. I always grab them if they still have the tags. Made in the U.S. It doesn't have the actual price tag on it, though. It just has the tags from the store. Doesn't even have a style number written on it, but just a nice. It's got the little ruffled end cuff. Nice pattern. Just a name. And it is 100% cotton. Kind of neat. I even like it. Not my size, though. Not my size. This is a little jacket. This is a another Christopher Banks. Not quite a jean jacket, but got that nice little. Almost looks floral. Actually, it looks like it's got butterflies in it too. If you look really closely, you can see it looks like a butterfly stamp in it. I think that's what those are. You see like a little butterfly stamped on it. Nice little jacket. I gotta put all this back in there. And of course, I always grab Pendleton. This isn't a vintage Pendleton, but it's still a nice Pendleton button up. This is a medium polyester. It's not wool. It almost feels like suede, but still nice, nice piece. Probably still get about $15 for it, give or take. Give or take. And this is just a wild pattern. I liked it, grabbed it. Thought it was really neat. Kind of reminds me of a Native American pattern. And this is Jasmine and Ginger brand. Not quite Native American, but it almost looks like a video game too. Look at that. It's like Space Invaders. Boom, 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 boom. Especially where it kind of comes down. If you look, it looks just like the Space Invader thingy. Or asteroids. There we go. We got asteroids, space. Hi, Hank. How you doing? I'm just going through all my mound of clothes I got today. I'm almost to the bottom, though. Here is another Jones, New York button-up. Well, it's not really a button-up. It's a three-quarter button, basically. Just a little pullover jacket-looking long sleeve top. Green. So I got a lot of work to keep me busy. And like I was talking in the morning mug this morning, I was doing going through my listings where I'm changing everything over to calculated shipping. And as I do that, I'll go out and get a tote, or I'll take one of my mail totes out here and just fill it up from one of the totes and bring it in here and start working through it. And I'll type in the name of the shirt and the venue or value area of your listings. And right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have about 12 items that have fallen off of eBay, off my listings. So I imagine I'm going to have come across more. So I'm going to have plenty of work to keep me busy. So that's why I'm going to plan every month. I'm going to go through and double check my inventory with what's in my listing. So just to make sure nothing has disappeared, because some of those are Tommy Bahama shirts, and I was wondering why they weren't selling. But some of them haven't been on that long. I can imagine, I can understand if they've been on for quite a while, but I swear I need to learn how to button a shirt. It's hard to button when you're not wearing it. I lost track of thought. My train just derailed. Oh yeah, I got plenty to list. I bought a total of 73 items, and I spent $45 and some change for all of it. So it averages out to be about 58 cents per item. So I am tickled to that. That's like Jessica said today. Those are the bins prices. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It works for me. And now that I have a photo booth set up across the hall in my spare bedroom, so now it's not so much of a hassle. I can actually move around my office. I don't have a bunch of stuff ready to fall on me. I can see my television and my bookshelves and stuff on that side that I couldn't see before. And I finally just decided, we just decided to get rid of the spare bed in there. And it's just like with, what is that? Build it and they will come, put a bed in there, and then they come home. So we're doing that. So the kids, it's like, well, you have to sleep on the floor. We don't have a bed. And no, you can't have mine. You're not making me sleep on the couch. Sleep in my office. There's a nice little, this is a JM collection. Somebody told me what JM was, but I can't remember what it was. So I'll look it up. But it's a nice little embroidered. It's got the eyelet embroidery, but that's all. It's just embroidered over the pattern itself. There's like floral. Actually, there's little castles, or it looks like little castles. That looks like a little castle on a hill. Could be just the way it's done. Oh yeah, I find all kinds of cool stuff. these are my. This is another really nice shirt. It's if I can get it. It is a. Hold on, here comes the third eye again. I can't see where it's crap. This is a John Weaver. It's either Weaver or Meaver or Mixer. I'll figure it out. But it's just a white paisley print, long sleeve, button front. Well, yeah, button front. No, that's a button. Yeah, no, it's just one. But it's really nice, lightweight. Fabric from Japan. Let's see what kind of fabric it was. Oh, it's polyester. Just nice print. Nice, all that good stuff. And last but not least, I had to get this because it reminded me of Christmas, and it also looks like a roulette table or something. Just it's just a weird pattern, but it's a neat pattern at the same time. This is made. I'm trying to read this tag. It must have been somebody's favorite shirt because the tag's hard to read. Looks like it says OHANAK. Ahanac. But it's just neat. But it reminds me of Christmas at the same time as it reminds me of something you would see on a gambling table in a casino. But and don't those red dots look like they're lighting up? But they're not. Hey Cindy, how you doing? But that's just a neat. I don't even know what you would call that. It's like this front here is embroidered, and so it is around a collar. It looks like something somebody saw. It is kind of cool, but it's like, oh, that reminds me of Christmas and gambling all at the same time. Just those colors. It looks like the roulette wheel almost, where they have all the black and whites. Place your bets. But that's everything I got today. I got all this stuff for under $50, so I'm not complaining. And that can't think of it. Travel handheld Scrabble Express. That's probably the best thing out of the whole bunch. So I'll probably list that for $39.99. Because it's still new in the pack. So now I get to put all this back. See, I got these mail totes, and I got them all labeled. One's clothing, one's shoes, one's coffee mugs, and one's miscellaneous. So when they get stuff in them, that's what I work out of. So right now I have 3 totes to work out of. But I'll probably tackle this one first because it's got the most in it. I don't know if you've seen this, Hank, but I said it looked like kind of like a video game with Space Invaders or asteroids or something going on there. Oh. I wish you could see the purple in my hair that my daughter did, but the lighting in here sucks. I got a peekaboo strip. Can't see it. So I liked it so much that I ordered some more. I ordered some more hair dye. It's called Purple Haze. Purple Haze. It's by Manic Panic. So I'm going to do a few purple strips through my hair because I like it. I like the way it looks in my hair because I have some gray in my hair too. So I think it looks pretty. I have natural gray in my hair. I know some people are dyeing their hair gray. I'm like, why would you want to dye it gray? It goes that way on its own. So yeah, I look forward to looking some of these names up. I've never heard of Jess and Jane. I think it's what it's called, Jess and Jane. I've never heard of that brand, but I like the pattern on the shirt. So, and with it new with tags, that's always a plus. Anytime you get something new with tags, that's a no-brainer to me, especially if it's a cool design. But I had a good day at the thrift shop. So, and with it being the first of the month, they usually run a good sale. First of the month, they have their 50% off. Well, then they have 50% off everything. So, you know, plus I had coupons that I could use, and I used those. So I got everything for a great deal. So I thought I would come on and do it. I haven't done haul videos in a while, so I finally started doing them again because of I think the YouTube Live. It's so much easier to do it that way. Hi, Kids Deals and More. How you doing? I just got done going through what all I got today. I got some good deals. So what is everybody's opinion about the new seller update? I haven't really, I've heard bits and pieces about it, but I haven't sat down and read the email and the article from eBay yet. So I know it has to do with free returns. I really like that shirt. I might have to keep that for myself. I know that's a lot of people are not liking it. What I've read in the Facebook pages. And I know it has to, it's basically about top rated plus or top rated seller plus. So, which I'm not. So I don't think it really is going to affect me unless they push it on me. I'm top rated, but not top rated seller plus. I mean, that badge does not make me or break me, I don't think. And I don't think it makes or break anybody else. But that's my opinion. I mean, I've been selling on eBay since '98. I mean, it wasn't clothes and stuff on then. I didn't start selling clothing and shoes until 2014, but I did sell everything else. So, and I'm still moving right along. So I don't think them. And I've lost top rated seller a time or two over, at times. So it's not, and I'm still doing okay. So I mean, it's like if you have good stuff, if you have what people want, they're still going to buy it. It's just I think if they make you take free returns, there's going to be those out there that rent your items, and I've said that before. Yeah, I've heard people say that in some of the other groups too, that they're going to start looking at other venues, and eBay, I think they're trying to be Amazon because now they're doing the, what is it else they're doing? Oh, fulfillment thing. Fulfillment by eBay or something. I'm thinking, do they want to be Amazon? So, but to me, I mean, because I'm just top rated and not top rated plus, I don't think it's going to affect me. I know some say it's going to affect your sales if you don't offer free returns, but there's people that don't offer free shipping or free returns, and they've not offered returns since they started. So, and it doesn't affect them any. So why would it affect them now? That's my question. Other than taking that little gold badge off from beside their store name, which I've never had it anyway, and I'm still doing okay. I mean, yeah, it gets slow here and there, but not just for me. See, I tried looking into selling on Amazon, but it just seemed like there's a lot of red tape you got to cut through just to sell a book. So I'm thinking, if that's how it is, I don't want to fool with it. I'm comfortable with eBay. I know how to do eBay. I've done it for so long. Yeah, they've made changes over the years, but just like with any other company, the way I look at it, I'm just going to have to adapt. And yeah, I do sell on other platforms as well. Like I sell on Let Go. I do have stuff on Poshmark. I'm just not real familiar with it. But I'm going to take some of Jessica's suggestions that we talked about today and just kind of play with it every morning and, share my store rather than everybody else's stuff. So, and I also have Etsy, which when I first started Etsy is basically for handmade stuff, which we don't do that. I don't do that as much anymore unless it's a custom order. Or for instance, like we got that breast cancer awareness scrub top, and like I was saying earlier, I have these same designs, the little ovals, the black and gray ovals and the pink and white ovals I have charms that I put on the paracord bracelets. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make those bracelets and put them with that particular top, and when it sells, proceeds go to Susan G. Komen. So, which I said that earlier, so that's a special. I always pick breast cancer awareness stuff up to sell it like that. Because anytime we sell our bracelets, our paracord bracelets, Susan G. I donate the proceeds to the Cancer Foundation. That's not a moneymaker for me. That's a moneymaker for them. Too many people have died. Too many people that I know have died or had breast cancer or cancer in general. So, I had a lot of stuff. Here's that American Girl top I got. Well, it's not really a top. It's like a sweater. Just a neat pattern. If I can just figure out how to haul it up. I mean, it's kind of weird. It's got the long sides and short. So look forward to see what that's gonna do. Oh, better check the size of this Dr. Seuss. If it's Teresa's size, she's gonna want it. Nope, it's a small. I don't like change either, and because you get used to doing things a certain way. But then again, I work for a big company, and in order for us to stay in the running, we had to adapt to the changes going on around us. So I understand why they do what they're doing. I do get that. But sometimes it also makes me feel like they're trying to push the little sellers out the door so they can keep the big sellers that do offer free returns, do offer free shipping. And they don't realize it's little sellers like us that make them money too. We may not make them as much as a Chinese seller selling everything wholesale, but we still make them money. It's like we're the mom and pop industry, and that's what I was talking about earlier today. We're all us little sellers of the mom and pop stores getting pushed out by the big box stores coming in. Is what it feels like sometimes. But I'm just going to keep trudging on. I'm going to keep things the way they are until they make me and tell me I have to go give free returns. If they tell me that, Sorry. My hair is driving me nuts. I can't stand not being able to wash it. So I'm putting it in a ponytail in the back of my hat here. It's just driving me crazy. I think I'm gonna do the whole back. Sorry. Whew, crazy hair. That part of my hair in purple too. There. That's better. That was driving me nuts. I got my hair trimmed the other day, so it's not as long as it was. It's hard to put in a ponytail. Yeah, I don't like change either, but sometimes, sometimes we have to adapt to keep going. It sucks, I know. But for now, I'm just going to keep my store the way it is. I'm just keep going on like I've been doing. I'm switching everything over to calculated shipping, and I'm going to keep my 30-day returns. And until eBay says, no, you can't even do that. You have to have this. I'm like, hey, I'll just keep it. But from what I've read and what I've heard, it's mostly going to affect if you want to be at that level of top rated seller plus. I don't think it affects just top rated, because from who was it? Was it Rockstar Flipper had said it's going to take if you are top rated seller plus right now, you will lose your badge and your discount. So it basically will knock you back down to top rated, which is where I'm at now. So that's what I understand. And like I said, I haven't read it. I've just been hearing bits and pieces from different YouTubers and comments on the Facebook. I know, and eBay for Business had made the comment on. I guess they had posted the reseller update or the eBay update. Yeah, you know what I mean. I have top rated plus, and my discount is $45. So, from what I understand, it'll affect you more than it would affect me at the time. So, and I think it was Rockstar Flipper had said it. And eBay claims that it will drive more sales. It will up your sales if you offer free returns. Well, yeah, you're going to make more sales, but in my opinion, you might make a sale, but then that buyer might say, wear it for a few days and then return it. They got their use out of it. So to me, that's like running a rental program. You're renting a pair of shoes, you're renting a pair of jeans. And then you have those, you're going to have your honest buyers and you're going to have your not so honest buyers that are going to do that. But then you have comments like, well, what about people who want to buy your item, but they're iffy on it because they don't know how it's going to feel or they don't know how it's going to fit, and so they pass on it. So if you offer free returns, they might buy it because there's no, can't think of the word. Nothing hindering them from doing so, because now they have the option. If it doesn't fit right, if they decide they don't like it, they can send it back. But then they might get it and it fit just fine, or work just fine, or feel just whatever the case may be. So yeah, and it just goes every different way. It's like, God, it doesn't make any sense. Just leave. Why fix it if it ain't broken? eBay was working fine the way it was. We were doing things fine the way we were. So now they've opened up this whole other can of worms that they're going to have to deal with scam buyers, wanting to return everything they buy because they either didn't like it or, there's going to be issues. I see it happening. I'm not doing free returns. No, I'm not doing it. Until they say I absolutely have to, no matter what, or we're kicking you off of eBay, I'm not doing free returns. Unless it's a mistake on my part. If it's a mistake on my part, yeah. But if it's because they just decided they don't like it, then I'm not paying for them to ship it back because they don't like it, or they decide they don't want it, or buyer's remorse, whatever. And eBay shouldn't make us. I mean, we're not Walmart. I'm not. Until they say you absolutely have to, or you're out of here, I'm going to see you. You know, I'll go back to selling at the flea market. Crazy. Yeah, my sales would have to double too before I would even consider it. I mean, I'd have to be selling 30, 40 items a day before I would even consider giving a free return. And my return rate would have to be like 1% of in it within a year or something like that. There's no way. So, and like I said earlier, what if it's a new item like that Scrabble game? Okay, I ship that out. They get it, use it, play it, leave batteries in it for 6 months, and decide they want to send it back because there's free return. There's no limitation on returns when they can send it back. That's what I'm understanding. And then they send it back to me, and it's a piece of shit. I can't do anything with it. But yet I got to take it back because eBay says I have to take free returns. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. So I see if they start enforcing that where we have to take returns no matter what, I see eBay going. I see him going down the shitter because I will not. I won't do it. I'll go back to making jewelry and selling on Etsy. Or I will sell clothing on Etsy, or I will sell on Mercari, or I will sell on every other platform but eBay. I mean, I'm comfortable with eBay. I know eBay very, very well, but I learned how to do eBay so I can learn how to do these other platforms too, is the way I look at it. I'll just study till I figure it out. And I will talk to other people and all my other reseller friends and YouTubers. And it's the way I look at it. There's other ways to do what we're doing. It doesn't. If eBay starts, pushing us little ones out, well, find somewhere else to sell it. It doesn't cost us as much and fees and all that stuff. And from what I understand, I think it was Jessica was telling me today, was it Mercari? They don't even let people return stuff. So, which I don't know if Poshmark does or not either. I don't know too much enough about it to know about Poshmark. So, but I think it's going to be the next couple months is going to be, because when is the transition? I didn't read that part, or don't remember that part. I think it's coming soon, but like I said, unless they tell me I have to, I'm not doing it. Can't make me, ain't gonna do it. Because there's other venues, so. The payment thing, what did I miss there? What do you mean, what payment thing? What payment thing there? Kids, deals, and more? See, I haven't even heard, I don't know what that is yet, so. Well, they giving them 3 days to pay for an item now or longer instead of having to be immediate payment? Oh, okay, they do have a short. Let's see, I didn't know. I don't know Poshmark. I do have a few things on Poshmark. Just a handful. I think probably not even 8 items. And this is a couple of them are jewelry pieces. That's about it. And a couple tops. Just to get, sorry, just to get my feet wet. I know a lot of people doing offer up and let go. I'm doing let go on some of my larger items, but I never thought about putting clothing on there. It's a thought. Are you kidding me? Oh, when they do the transition to the new company besides PayPal, right? See, they shouldn't. They shouldn't do that. That'd be like going to Walmart and getting an item and saying, "Well, Walmart not taking cash or something," to say, "Well, you have to pay for your item, but when we gonna get our money?" That'd be like, Walmart doesn't do that. Yeah, I see that doesn't bother me because I leave my money in card anyway. I mean, I don't hardly mess with PayPal except for, towards the end of the month I might take some money out to pay on some bills or something, but for the most part I just leave it in my account. So hopefully this new company that they're going to do, I wonder if they will offer a card that you can use like PayPal does. Because it is convenient having that. Or if there's a way to get a debit card to that new company account that they're going to be switching things over to. But from what I understand, you can still have PayPal as an option. So it's just going to be like not the main thing. I'm surprised because Amazon has their store credit card because that's what we use. I'm surprised eBay doesn't have an actual credit card, which they probably will since they're trying to be Amazon, where you pay that way. Yeah, I would like to have readily available funds too. I don't think I would. Hello, I'm live. Say hi, everybody. You're not on camera, but it's because you're over here. So I'm watching the chat. Oh. Now you're on camera, so say hi. Tricia, come in to say hello. Yeah, I think it's going to get a little messy too when they make all those transitions. But okay, I have a visitor. Say hello, Bambi. Say hi. Valerie says hi. How big quicker. So, yeah, I have a visitor. And another one. Here, Bobby. So what are you doing? Just talking or listening? Or no, I was talking. I just got done showing all the stuff I got today. So it won't fit you. It's a small. Might fit Chrissy though. Oh. She's got stinky puppy breath. I know that. Whew. Come on, you guys. Let's go in here. You're going there? Go on. Come on. Come on. I'll be done in a little bit. Oh. Yeah, she's a little heathen. She's a little bully. Smallest one I got, and she thinks she's a Great Dane. And she bullies the cat. She bullies the other dogs. She's a little brat. Neighbor come down the other day to bring me a piece of mail because they put it in his mailbox. And she got so excited. She's used to running after people as they go out the door and barking at them and yipping. She nipped me. She got me on the side of my leg, and I thought I had run into something. She pinched the shit out of my leg. It was like a little blood blister. I'm like, oh, you little shit. Oh, that hurt. It burned. I mean, it burnt for like 2 days. Well, that's good, Scotty. Welcome to the world of reselling. It's ups, it's downs, it's all around, is the way I look at it. Sometimes you're going to get something that just knocks it out of the park and might have a few duds, but it's fun. I love reselling. Like I said, I've been doing it off and on for most of my life, but as far as eBay goes, since '98. But I just got into clothing in April of 2014, so I've been doing clothing and shoes since then. So and there's so much to learn, so many brands. It's crazy. But you got to keep reading. You got to keep learning. There's plenty of people on YouTube and that do the same thing, that are very knowledgeable. I mean, I learn something new every day. I don't claim to be an expert. My brain's like a sponge. I'm constantly learning and reading and watching and listening and asking questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. The only stupid question is the one you don't ask. That's what my dad used to say. Never be afraid to ask questions. Don't make it think it. Don't. You shouldn't feel like. Well, how did he put that? Never. I can't remember. Never make it. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Don't hesitate to ask a question because it makes you feel silly or stupid, because the only stupid question is the one you don't ask, because that's the only way people learn. Something to that effect. He used to say that. And don't feel bad for not knowing the answer. If you don't know it, somebody else out there does, and don't be afraid to ask them. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I don't care. If I don't know something, I'll ask. I'll find somebody that knows the answer, because I don't claim to know it all. Well, I tell my kids I know it all, but but there's such a plethora of knowledge out there, a vast amount of resellers that, everybody has certain niches and certain things they know. You just got to keep looking till you find that person, find those persons that specialize in certain things, And even they could tell you that they don't know it all, but they know a lot. I mean, I don't know at all, but I know a lot. I know a lot about different things, but there's still stuff I don't know. Yeah, me too, kids steals and more. As much as I've learned in my lifetime, I'm still learning. My parents used to do, vintage furniture flipping. They would buy it and redo it, reupholstery, redo it, and sell it, restain it, whatever. And we hit antique shops all the time. My mom was always not dragging me. I always wanted to go because I loved stuff like that. Antiques. I love looking at it, the history of it, the history behind it. So, I've been doing this most of my life. And I used to do the flea markets I would sell all kinds of stuff. I'd get all kinds of stuff and sell at the flea markets. And then when eBay come along, it was vintage glasswares, Redline Hot Wheels, baseball cards, stuff like that, toys, vintage toys. Those were the things that I kind of centered on the most. And then people would give me stuff to sell for them on eBay. So I've been doing that off and on for years. And then I come across a video while looking for Jason T. Smith series that used to be on Spike TV, the Thrift Hunters. And I come across a video of, it was GilDaddy. And it said, make money selling used remotes on eBay. I'm like, what? Okay, this I got to see. So I started watching it. I watched every video they put out. I mean, they were selling Nerf guns. They were selling parts to Cuisinarts, and then they showed how to do the comps and all that. And I never paid much attention to that. I wasn't on YouTube very much for myself. I mean, I was for other things that I was doing, but not for eBay. So I started. It just kind of went down a rabbit hole from there, as far as different stuff. Like, well, I wonder if this sells. So then I go find this on eBay, and it's sold. I was like, well, then I come across Raking Profits video because it was popped up on the side of one of GilDaddy's about selling used clothing and shoes. I'm like, what? Shoes? Who buys used shoes? That's not something I searched for on eBay. I mean, it just opened up a whole new thing for me, a whole new world. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and then I've been doing clothing and shoes ever since, and I love it. And coffee mugs. I love selling coffee mugs. I love looking for them. I love looking for the special designs, all that stuff. And handheld games and TV plug-and-play games. Those are probably my best sellers. Vintage jewelry, but trying to learn other things. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Good. Now I know who to ask when I get a couple pieces. Between you and Todd, old Silver Stacker. And I think there's another one, Angie. I can't think of her YouTube. Vintage something. She does jewelry. Yeah, I am so glad not have to get up and go to a job. I come in here. This is my job. And it's probably the best job I've ever had. I love it. No more getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to be able to work to unlock the building at 4, and then I don't get home until 8 o'clock at night. I mean, those were long days. So very long days. And it took its toll on me, physically. So it was nice talking with you too. I'm getting ready to get off here, everybody. I'm glad you all came in and listened to me ramble on about what I got today. And so hopefully, but I ain't getting nothing done talking to y'all because that stack is still sitting there. So I'm gonna get off here and go get me something to eat for dinner, and I'm probably gonna get back to work on some of this stuff here after a while. Check out and see if there's any hangouts going on. But I appreciate everybody coming in. I need to learn how to send out the link to those that want to come in and down here in the little Brady Bunch boxes, as I call them. So, oh, you're welcome, Martha. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. And I'll be back on in the morning for my morning mug. Those of you who don't know Chick Picker there, she has a channel. You need to go check that out and subscribe to her channel too. So that's the Chick Picker. And she has a show every morning that's called the Picker Daily Hustle. Be sure to check that out. Make sure you subscribe, like her page and her channel. And anybody else in here that has a YouTube channel, go over there and subscribe to everybody. Everybody subscribe to everybody, each other. And make sure to ring that little bell so you get notifications from everybody who does videos and uploads videos. And, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go get me something to eat. So you all have a wonderful evening. No hangout user. Got to get ready for tomorrow. All right. Well, thanks for subscribing, Scotty. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I appreciate the sub. Do you have a channel? Let me check. No, you do not. Oh. But yeah, thanks a bunch, and hopefully what little bit of stuff we talked about today, this evening, whatever, will help you out. Well, you're welcome to come in and watch mine anytime. So I do real little quick videos in the morning on what I sell through the night. It's called the Morning Mug. So if you hit the little bell down there, you'll get a notification of that. And sometimes it's a couple things, sometimes it's one thing. And if I'm not on, that means I didn't sell anything. So I'm going to get off here. I have got to go get something to eat. My belly's starting to growl. So I will talk to you all later. You all have a great evening. And so thanks for coming in, everybody. Bye, everybody.